I was wrong about art. Not in a dramatic way, not in a way that makes a good headline. I was wrong in a quiet way, the kind that slowly holds you back without you noticing. For a long time, I believed art had to be original from the very beginning, that if a piece felt familiar, it wasn't good enough, that if someone could trace an influence, then it failed. That belief sounded right. It sounded serious. It sounded like something a real artist would believe, but it didn't help me grow. It made me hesitate. I would start pieces with excitement, then stop halfway through. Not because they were bad, but because they felt too close to something I'd seen before. And I thought familiarity meant I was doing something wrong. So I kept searching for a style, for a voice, for something that felt completely mine. That search didn't make my work better. It just made everything slower. I confused originality with readiness. I thought I had to arrive fully formed, as if artists just wake up one day with a finished voice. But that's not how it works. At some point, I noticed something uncomfortable. Every artist I admired had clear influences. Painters studied painters. Animators copied frames. Musicians replayed melodies until they fell apart. None of them started original. They started aware. I was trying to skip a phase, the phase where you repeat yourself, where you imitate without apology, where your work looks familiar because it has to. I thought that phase meant I wasn't ready, but that phase was the work. Originality isn't created by avoiding influence. It's created by staying long enough for your preferences to show, what you exaggerate, what you simplify, what you keep doing even when no one asks you to. That's where you appear. When I stopped chasing originality, I started finishing work. When I started finishing work, I started improving. And ironically, that's when my work began to feel more like mine. Not because I forced it, but because I stopped getting in the way. If you're stuck right now, it might not be because you lack talent. It might be because you're trying to be original before you're fluent. There's nothing wrong with your art looking familiar early on. That's not failure. That's training. I was wrong about art. Originality doesn't come first. It comes last, after repetition, after mistakes, after honesty. So the question isn't whether your work looks new. The question is, are you staying long enough for it to become yours?